Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope that everyone will be fine. So, welcome back to another course for the Laravel. It's a very important and essential topic that you highly find on YouTube. So just want to show you the quick demo before going to the coding section. So here we have years, and so on based of the years, we will see the charts, which comprises of the some y-axis. The y-axis is for the profit, and the horizontal axis is for the month. So there is, you see also the legends that show the color to be black, which is all customized. And while I hover on it, just want to show you the specified profit for the specified months. With there's the name for the months, right? So once I just change that to 2019, you see the results change on based of the years, and the profit varies as well. So you can add up as much as data you want to have, and the results will change on based of that. So you see that also the monthly data for 2017, while I changed the year, it also the amount the year also changed dynamically. So that's it really, guys. I hope you guys will enjoy. So let's jump into the coding section. All right, guys, so welcome back to this video, and I have opened the developers.google.com/chart/interactive/doc/quick_start, and that's where you can find out it's all the information, all the knowledge about how to work with the bar charts for the Google. So that's I just click on the quick start here, and that's a very basic meta DAG for all the information that you need for a very basic pie chart that you need to create. And it's very simpler, and I would recommend that there are a lot of other bar charts like your charts.js. You can even find Google charts and Morris charts. So they are different one, but I believe Google one is a lot simpler and easier to use, and it's provide a lot of stuff that you can customly design. Like you want to have this pie chart, you can also convert it into bar charts. But right now this video is for the bar charts, that's more concerned about it. And if you want to work with the other charts, all you need to do is to just change some options, and later on I want to show you the way how we can change it. All right, so I also created a database with the name of bar underscore chart, which has a table of chart underscore data, which comprises of three columns, which are main like year, months, and profit. And basically what we do is that on base of the year, we can fetch the data and check the monthly profit. So that's the main goal of this whole project. All right, so I already installed my Laravel project. So if you guys have no idea how to install that, so you can watch the video. I want to give the link in the description so you can install the Laravel project from the scratch. All right, so now it's open on my VS Code, and the few things that I've done already here. So just want to show you, like if you want to do to go to the providers and app service provider, because once you start working with the database, you connect with your .env file. You need to set your illuminate sport facade schema. This is this line, and the last thing that you need to do is to put this schema string line, which is 191. And I also set up my .env file with the name of bar underscore chart for my database. The name of the database should be this db underscore database. All depends on the name of yours, so you need to put right there. All right, so once you are all pretty good with that, so now we need to go to the resources view. I just create a new file with the name of charts.blade.php, where I want to show you the basic template for this. So I already opened the Google bar chart, so I just need to grab this all and paste it everything right in here. So if I want to go my routes, I want to set the routes here. So I just want to give it the name of, I just want to set that to be charts, and the name should be ChartController. All right, and the name of the method should be index. All right, so once you are done with that, you need to go to the ChartController. That's what we need to create a new controller. So I created a controller, and go back to my and press Control P and search for the ChartController. There you see, and I just want to create a function with the name of public function index, and the name of the um, file, which is charts. So I just want to run this. Already it's running on PHP artisan serve, the name of the command. So I need to go to the routes, which is slash charts, and you see that now we have a pie charts. Now the way that we need to work is to just change that into the bar chart. It's very simple. All you need to do is to go down here, and basically this is the ID. Now I just want to explain you this code. We have a script which is the gstatic.com, which is the loader.js, which has all the bunch of the properties that we have defined here. So you see that we have load the current chart, which has a package of code chart, and then we give it the callback to run the visualization API is loaded. So basically this is a callback with the name of draw chart. So we create a function with a draw chart, which comprises of the data. We create the Google visualization data table. So we create the data table, which has a bunch of other properties, like we can add the columns, we have to add the rows, all the data that we see that it's all the static data inside the array, and we have some options that where we can assign the color, the width, and the height, and we can also define. We also create a chart which is now pie chart, but we want to convert that into column chart. So all I need to do is to just simply put here column chart. All right, so now it's column chart, and this is the ID that we passed into a body, which is chart underscore div. And before I want to go to something, I want to first work with the UI. So all I need to do is to just convert that into months and change that into profit. All right, so once I'm done with that, all I need to do is to work with the title, that the title that you see how much pizza. This is not the title that I wanted, so I just want to remove this and make this into like monthly data. All right, for now I just want to change my title to be monthly data, and I want to set the axis for this. So I just want to remove this width and height from there, and all I need to do um, all I need to do is to add some information. So first thing, I want to have my h-axis, which is the horizontal axis. So h-axis, I want to set that to be months. So basically these are all the labels that you can see, or labels or legends, I would say. And next we have our v-axis. So set that to be v-axis and set that to be title or profit. And next we have to set the colors that we have. So colors should be black. That's what I want. And next thing, I want to give it the chart area. So basically this is the area, like the width and the height for the bar chart. So I want to give it the width of 50%, and I want to give it the height of 80%. And that should be in the single quotes, and put the no, that's all fine. All right, so that's a very basic information that I just showed up here. So go back and just refresh this, and it's not working. Go to the inspect and check what's wrong here. So it says line number 33, it's showing an error up here. So I need to go back to my editor. So this has been it's the title that I passed, and actually I don't want to have this bracket. This should be after h-axis. So h-axis, sorry about that, that should be the title. All I need to do is to just remove this out. So this should be h-axis. I need to remove this and remove this these brackets. So h-axis, which is the horizontal axis, so I put the title of months. All right, so now just check this out. All right, so you see that it looks a lot fine. Now this is basically the h-axis, horizontal, and this profit is the vertical axis. All right, so I hope you guys understand about this. So next I want to do is to set the size for my code. So just want a very basic changes for the body. So I want to give it the body of background. So I give it the body of bg dash secondary, which is the class for the bootstrap, but I haven't put any bootstrap so far, so I want to grab it from getbootstrap.com. So bg dash secondary. So you can easily get the get all the CDNs from the getbootstrap.com, and I also want to get the jQuery CDN. So all you need to do is to go to the uncompressed version. You can simply download this. Just copy this and paste it into your editor. And for the bootstrap, you can all grab all this except the popper.js, which should be in the middle. All right, and just also grab the CSS. So I already have this everything. I set up my very basic structure for my header tags. So I just want to grab from my code that I have already written. So I copy this code and paste into my header, which should be after this. That looks fine. And next I want to do is to change the title as well. So there's no any title here. So all I need to do is to grab this all and paste it down here. So this should be the link for my CSS and bootstrap.min.css version. And I also want to add some jQuery CDNs. So just go down here, and this should be after this. All right, now if I go back to my code and refresh this out, so this looks something like this. Still very horrible. All right, so now if I go back and so bg, that's secondary, and it's my body tags. So I copied that div from my previous code and paste it down here, and just want to remove this for now. Right now we don't have any static data. Sorry, we don't have any dynamic data, so I just want to remove this and paste this right here and refresh this out. So far it's looks something like this. Just to zoom this out. Okay, so bg dash body class of bg dash secondary, and we have background for the dark, and that's pretty cool, I believe. Okay, now we need to work with some jQuery. So before going to we need to fetch the data. So all I need to do is to just simply go to create a function. So I just created another function here. So public function fetch underscore year, because I need to fetch the years from my database. So dollar data equal to, so I'm using db colon table, the name of the table, which is I believe chart underscore data. So chart underscore data, and I want to select because I'm using raw, so I need to put up here db colon raw, and inside the raw I want to get the year and group by on based of year. And suppose I want to group by because I want that if 2017 is a year, so on base of 2017 show me all the details. So order, I also want the order by, and order by is a property, basically is a method that in query builder for Laravel, which checks the order, like in ascending order, descending orders based on the order that we assign. So now for now I just want to give it the descending order, and I want to get all the data. So all I need to do is to use the get method, and very simple. I just want to pass here return the data. All right, now inside the index method, all I need to do is to pass my data. So dollar data is an array. I pass the year underscore list. So I want to refer the function here. So dollar this slash fetch underscore year. Now next I want to give it the width. I want to pass my data. Okay, so once we are done with that, all I need to do is to, now I want to comment this all and paste my entire code, which should be very simple. So I pasted here, and now you see we basically this dollar year underscore list is coming from it's coming from my variable that we passed from the controller. I just want to put here semicolon, and so this year underscore list is passed here, and we use a for each loop, and on the base of and this loops works, and I want to pass all the years into my options. So I give it the value here, and now if I go back and refresh this, and notice, you see it should be working. Let's see. Why it's taking so much time? Yeah, I believe I haven't used here use DB. That should be in the error. So I put up here use DB. Yeah, I know that. So refresh this out. It says group by call undefined method. Okay. So DB raw year. Raw year, and I missed here. This should be right there. So group by year, order by year, descending, and get all the data. So refresh this out, and now it says object of eliminate sport collection could not be converted into integer. So let's see. So db raw year, and I select all the data, which is the raw data, which we pass year, group by year, and order by year, which is the descending order. Get all the data, and oh, sorry about this. This should be equal to. Refresh this, and now you see, now we have set our layout. Now we have the dynamic data coming into our select options. So that's really much it, guys. So in the next video, we will work on AJAX and on the completion of this whole project. So that's it for the first video. I want to see you in the next part. Alright, guys, so welcome to the final part for this video. So I need to go to my charts.play.php file. So charts.play.php file, and down into the script AJAX, I want to create another one. So I created a script tags here and set that to be, I'm using jQuery, so I use $document.ready function, and I believe this should be what's going on here. So dollar document already function. So we are using the ID as a year. So I put it here year, and that's ID is coming from, yeah, I put the ID for the select. So whenever there's a change on the ID, so I use a change function here. So change function. So this change function will give me a value which is so const year equal to dollar this dot val. Again, I forget to bring my equal to, so dollar this dot val, and if this, and also check if year is not equal to empty, so load the method name, which I want to give it the name of load underscore monthly underscore data, and I also pass two things here, which is the year and monthly data for. So basically this is the dynamic title that we will pass into our options later on, but for now I just want to comment this out and to just check this if it's working. So alert year. So if I go and refresh this and change that to 2019, and you see now it's working. All right, that's pretty cool. Okay, once you're done with that, just remove this alert and uncomment this. So now all I need to do is to create this function. So load monthly year, I go, I believe it should be right into this. So I created a function inside the script tags. So function name of the function, which is load monthly data, as I have passed two things, the title. So the first should be the year and the name of the title, and I created the variable with the name of temp underscore title. So I created a temporary variable, basically that will show the dynamic title and the year. So I pass here the title with some concatenation and the year, and I want to use here the AJAX request. So $.ajax. So AJAX should have URL, which should be chart / fetch underscore data. It also contains the name of the method, which is post, and the data that we have, which should be underscore token, and give it the CSRF. So CSRF underscore token for them. Sometime it's important to have the CSRF token for your protection, and I also need to pass the year that we want to fetch the results on based off the year, and the type should be JSON, and then I want to pass my success function data. So all the data which we are fetching from the AJAX, and I want to create another function with the name of draw monthly chart, and that should contain the data and the temp underscore title. And remember this basically the function that I created here. I want to replace this with draw monthly chart to this function, and I also want to change my callback function. And next, into the routes, I go to the routes. This should have been chart / fetch underscore data. So I need to pass the post request. and give it the name of ChartController, and the name of the function that I need to give is the fetch underscore data. All right, so I need to go to my chart controller. Before moving ahead, it's important to create another function. So public function fetch underscore chart underscore data, and I want to, because I want to find the result on based of year, so I passed here the year and dollar data db table, and the table name is chart underscore data. Same case, order by year ascending, where, so where year that we will have that will pass the year and get the request. So get this. So I want to create a function with the name of function fetch underscore data, which is our AJAX request. So function, and that should pass definitely the request that we will enter. So that should have the request, and if that request has the input of year, so if that request of input should be year, so then chart, I created a variable with the name of chart underscore data. So this we have the name of the function, which is fetch underscore chart underscore data, and give that request of input. If that request is, then get the input for that specified year, and we use the loop because because the data is in the form of array, so we loop that array. So chart underscore data, and I convert that into the array. So toArray is a method, so toArray as row. So I created the output array, so that array should contain month. So row for the month, and next I want to give it the profit. That's also in the form of array. So dollar, so this should be some floating values, so I created a function with the name of float val and give it the row of profit. So save that and see, it's showing an error and there should be no any semicolon there. So that's all good, and I want to the last thing that I want to is to encode the data. So echo JSON underscore encode, output this. Now if I refresh this, so this shouldn't show us an error on charts.play.php. So what's an error here? So I passed the underscore token. So this has been the data that we have. So underscore token colon. Why is that? And I put the csrf underscore token. That should be a method. Let's go back and refresh. Yeah, right now the data should be static because we haven't assigned it to our code. So all I need to do is to go to my script tags. and just remove this all data.add rows and add all the dynamic data that has been coming. So I'm using a loop inside it. So that should be, so before going to the main purpose, I also need to pass my data, which is coming chart underscore data and the main title. So we get the data as well with the title. So I created a variable with the name of all the JSON data chart underscore data. That's I passed this data, that the data that we are getting, I put that into the JSON data, which is the object, and down into the add rows, all I need to do is to create a function of each. So $.each, and I pass the data that we have, JSON data, which consists of some index value and the data that we have. So I'm using arrow functions here. All I need to do is to something is wrong, I believe. Yeah, all I need to do is to put this into add column. So let month equal to JSON data dot month. So I grab the month property. I also need the profit property. So JSON data dot profit. I want the floating value, so I grab this and replace it with the floating value, and that's it. So next I want to have my array for the, put this all into this. So we set the rows, and I want to put all the month and years that we have. So data.add rows all work well, and I believe now this is going to work for me. I refresh this, and while I select the year, it's not working. Load underscore monthly underscore data is not a function, is not defined. So I just need to find load underscore month underscore, what was that, load underscore monthly. Yeah, I need to set the title as well. So this should be fine. All right, just need to move this out. Yeah, this function is being coming from here. Refresh that and see. Now we have 500 server error, which says input does not exist. Go to the chart controller. If this dash input is fine. If the request of input is here, so chart underscore data, so it fetch the result and input the data. Yeah, this should be request, because basically it's a request, so we need to refresh that out and go to the 19 and still showing up an error. It says call to a member function to array on null. Line number 23. So I just yeah, actually I forget the return dollar data and put semicolon here and see, click 2020, and now you see, now we have the January, February, March, and April, and this shows the record for the 6,000. And once I hover on it, you see we have the information for the profit, which is 6,000, with also the name of the month. So now I want to change that 2018 and the 17. All right, so I hope you guys will enjoy, and this is the uh, very phenomenal video that I just created on Laravel. So that's really much it, guys. So for the next time, we will have more videos like this. So thanks for watching, and leave a like if you like, and subscribe. So I want to see you for the next time.